Welcome to Dubai, where tonight 971 Fighting Championship, in just their second event, arrive here at the Coca-Cola Arena for a stacked card top to tail. You see there, top of the bill tonight, one of the very best flyweights in the world, Mohamed Makiev, competes in mixed martial arts for the very first time here in Dubai. And he takes on a man on an 11-fight win streak in the Brazilian Thomas Assis. Jakub Suleimanov and Namo Fazal further down the card face off in something of a grudge match. And you see down there at the very bottom, the Strabanimal, James Gallagher, after 9 years as one of the faces of Bellator, steps out into the world of free agency for the very first time. Plenty more to see on our preliminary card, which, well, I tell you what, feels like a main card anywhere else in the world. Top of that card, veteran, former strongest man in Britain, Ollie Thompson, takes on the 6'6" and somewhat of an unknown quantity in Junior Caranta. Also, Eli Mansour takes on Bondo Meski in a highly anticipated lightweight bout. But we start tonight with a competitor now based out here in Dubai, originally from Great Britain, in Max Flynn. He'll take on the Filipino fighter, Redenator Manguiat. Pretty even across the stats, but some 8 years in age difference. Let's get to the action.
Leg kicks into, jab, overhand right, and look at that, just eating the legs.
Start throwing some more shots. He's letting Max kind of dictate the pace here.
Max is doing very well of getting into range, getting his work done, and getting right outside of danger in those counters with the Redenator. Nice lead elbow.
Smooth work here from Max Flynn. His first fight since September. You can see the improvements already he's made.
Yeah, he's dictating where the fight's going and how it's happening, really, and the pace of it.
The Redenator does not look deterred. He's coming forward. He's still throwing his shots.
He's taking a lot of big shots already, though.
Got to offer. Max does have that beautiful lead snap high kick. Jab. Lovely low kick again. That is going to be a rough walk for Redenator tomorrow.
We're halfway through our opening round here. It's all been Max Flynn thus far.
Max has some incredible wrestling as well in his arsenal, so I'll be interested to see if he keeps it on the feet all fight or if he's just going to shoot in.
If you're in Redenator's corner right now, what's the advice? What does he need to do to get back into this?
Up the tempo and don't show so much respect, because he's getting bullied in there a little bit.
Absolutely. Needs to come forward, to catch one of those kicks, start to check those kicks.
You can see the pain now etched on the face of the Redenator.
There's blood in the water here. There's definitely blood in the water, and Max smells it.
That left leg now of the Redenator, and it's dirty boxing coming through. Max Flynn trying to finish this one in the first round.
And he's going to.
Hammer fist coming through, and the referee calls an end to it. Max Flynn picks up a dominant victory here to open 9-7-1.
Back to his winning ways is Max Flynn.
What a way to start the evening. At 3 minutes 34 seconds of the very first round, our referee Helmi Landosi calls a stop to the action, declaring your winner by way of TKO, Max the Phoenix Flynn.
Second fight of the evening. Yazan Yaba against Grant Oggy Osborne. 4 years in age difference. Few centimeters off the blue corner. And Grant Osborne will want to not get into the position he was in for the majority of round number 2. You've got to give first round, I think, to Yazan Yaba. Grant Osborne will look for a comeback here in round number 2.
Nice to see the grappling from Jabber as well. And again, another shot. Obviously, very well celebrated striker, but we're seeing some nice grappling from him as well.
Yeah, we'll go straight to ground here. Grant just trying to find his way into it, keep himself standing.
Jabber very persistent on that single leg, switching legs even. Got to keep that head up a little bit though. Now his back is definitely at risk.
Yeah. But he's got control of that leg. If he keeps driving into that leg, the problem is now he's up against the cage, so there's not much more space to drive into.
Hook for Ogborne, but that leg is definitely what's saving him.
I think he'll shuck him off here, yeah. If he stands up, he can shuck off that arm.
Oggy looks calm there on the ground.
If Oggy inverts a little bit more, he does have the arm bar at risk. Planning about a bit of a glove grab.
Maybe that's what Herb was talking to him about.
Round 2 back underway here at the Coca-Cola Arena in Dubai. We've got Yazan Yaba in the grey, Grant Oggy Osborne in the white.
Switch of stance again for Jabber.
Seamless. It doesn't seem to favor either stance really either. very, very difficult to read as an opponent. Defensive patterns change, offensive patterns change.
Yeah. But interestingly, each time he's switched back to orthodox is when Augie's stepped to the outside. So he identifies, you know, he needs to adjust.
Lovely flurry of strikes coming here from Grant.
Very surprised to see how intent Jabber is on shooting the takedown. I really thought he would stand and bang a bit more.
But do you think that's because he had such success in the opening round?
It could be, or he might just maybe have some inside info where he thinks that his grappling is better. They might be quite competitive on the feet.
Well, Jabber does go to ground, but Augie gets to the top position.
And maybe sometimes, you know, a lot of fighters do this. When people expect them to do striking or grappling, they'll do the opposite.
Very good point, flipping the script.
It's either trying to catch their opponent off guard or a little bit of, you know, I want to show the world what else I can do.
Augie just trying to find some elbows here.
Not quite as active on the top as Jabber was.
I think he's looking for some damage. I mean, he's going for the head, elbows trying to come through and cause some significant damage.
I think there's also a bit of urgency about winning the round as
Transitioning to the back now, he's got both hooks in. He does have Jabber stretched out.
Beautiful position here from Grant. Hammer fist coming down. Jabber not doing much to defend here. Gives up his neck.
This could be one of the worst positions he could be in.
Yep.
Flattened out.
That neck is under.
That choke is in.
Hand is behind the head.
Tight.
That's it.
Augie gets the win. What a performance. A beautiful comeback after a disappointing first round. But Grant, Augie Ogborn gets it done here in Dubai.
At 2 minutes 21 seconds of the second round, we have a winner by way of a submission. Declaring your winner, Grant Augie Ogborn.
5 years in age difference. LA has those 5 years, a few inches or so in height, weight the same, but there is 7 centimeters in the reach that goes towards Mansour. Could that be decisive? Bondo just getting the neck.
Gotta watch the ninja choke.
Yeah, you saw the fluidity there of Bondo. He stuffed the takedown and found a way to make Meski retreat.
I can't get over the size of the legs on Wolverine here.
I mean, he lost 65 kilos.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
They had to carry 65, another person.
200 kilo legs he's got on him. No, just because when you see those leg kicks coming in, you see where it's coming from, they're going to hurt.
And it seems like he's carried a lot of that power from the bigger weight down.
Nice overhook there.
Very, very hard worker in the gym is
Thought we might have seen a Haragoshi there, but got pushed up against the cage, which kind of made it more difficult for those throws.
Both these fires looking to
He
make
needs
it.
to be careful with the head. I'm sorry to cut you off there. I see Bondo keeps kind of reaching for the neck there, but it's very dangerous because he's opening up his back by doing that.
As I was saying, both these fighters looking to put themselves on a big stage, show what they're worth to the world on this significant card here in Dubai.
Bondo's
Meski
some
pressing
shots.
forward, but now Bondo comes back. Oh,
Nice
lovely
shot.
shot!
Nice
And
shot.
that is it! Mansour, light shot out. A beautiful strike from Bondo Meski.
At 2 minutes 47 seconds of the very first round, we have a winner by way of knockout from Georgia, Bondo Meski. Fighting out of the blue corner, this fighter stands 187 centimeters tall. He weighed in at 77.7 kilograms. He has a record of 7 wins with just 2 losses. He represents Egypt. He is Mohammed Salem. And fighting out of the red corner, this fighter stands 182 centimeters tall. He weighed in at 79.8 kilograms. He has a record of 5 wins with 4 losses. He represents Kyrgyzstan. He is Salemat Swat Orazakuno.
Let's see how round 2 kicks off here at the Coca-Cola Arena in Dubai.
Saw him quickly taking the center of the cage there.
But I've got to say, Salemat, this is a better performance from him
Right
that I've
back.
seen in recent times. Much
Right.
more calculated. He smothered his work a little bit, but he did finish on top, which is a good sign for the man from Kyrgyzstan.
Let's see how long it takes for another takedown attempt.
If you were in his corner now, would you be advising Salemat to go for a takedown?
Yes and no. There is a danger in just immediately going for something that was successful in a previous round, because his opponent also knows it was successful, so he could time that knee if the shot was, you know, poorly timed.
Lovely hook just lands there for Salim.
Exactly. Land some shots first and, you know, have your opponent. Nice.
There
There's
we
a
go.
nice shot.
Oroskunov looks for the leg, and he is successful.
Single leg again, but this is it. If you go to the same move again, your opponent's waiting for it.
Going to the well too many times. Oh, tries to roll
Goes
out.
for the back.
Unsuccessful.
Now he's got a hook in.
This is not where Salamat would want to be with 4 minutes to go in round number 2.
Is Salim going to try to advance his position and get that right hook over the top?
Now this is a position I like personally even doing in grappling, when you get the back, just a single hook in and control it, because a lot of times when you get the 2 hooks in, there's space for you to try and get your back towards the floor, whereas this is a lot more difficult to escape.
Very good point there, and for Salamat to kind of roll back in, turn
it's
and
really
get
hard.
that
It's
top
very
guard
hard.
position.
Mohamed Salamat
In that choke.
is a
got
purple
it.
belt, and
That
he's
looks
got
like
it
he's got
locked
that
in
That's
here.
in.
Trying
Fight
to
the
put
hands.
Salamat
Need to fight the
Oroskunov to
hands.
sleep.
He
Blood
switched the grip
dripping
now.
from the face.
Which the grip,
I think
that
the
is
refs need
in.
to grab in the glove.
And
That's what Herb's
Swat
looking
trying
for.
to find a way free, trying to break the
He's
hands.
gone out. He's out. He's out. He's out.
Herb Dean
Wow,
stops the fight.
what a finish.
Mohamed Salim stops this bout on the ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 1 minute 45 seconds of the second round, we have a winner by way of submission to rear naked choke. From Egypt, Mohamed Salim.
You see here, same age. We got Fares with a few inches on height there, which might come into play, but also look at here, a 10-centimeter reach advantage for Ahmed Fares. How will that come into play? Will it come into play? We're about to find out.
The danger always is just waiting for that big shot, though.
Ooh, there we are.
Just like that.
And Fares got
Just as I
clipped.
say it.
Overhand right from Eduardo Mora, and now he's raining down the blows. Dangerous position here for the Prince.
Fares is still moving, though. He's still moving, so he looks active.
Referee looking closely. Can Fares regroup from that?
The key here is to stay active. Don't give the referee an opportunity to stop the fight.
And did Mora expel a whole bunch of energy there, thinking he had the finish?
But now we're moving into the place where Fares feels the most comfortable.
Yep. You're in his
Let's
world
see,
now.
he's got a lockdown position on the leg there.
It's one way to get a takedown.
How much did that strike take out of Ahmed Fares? Can he recover enough in the next 2 minutes to stay out of danger?
I'd say he's quite recovered, to be honest with you. If you can take that onslaught, have the wherewithal to get a lockdown, like Evan said, which is more from the 10th planet system of grappling. He's already looking for a sweep here.
Electric
He's
chair
going to
sweep.
get that
Electric
sweep.
chair sweep, very nice.
Well, I tell you what, Eduardo Mora did land a huge strike to take down Ahmed Fares, but now he is certainly in a position he does not want to be in, with over a minute and a half left to go in this opening round.
Yeah, you can see nice top pressure as well here from Fares. And again, just being the bigger guy, that's not maybe where Mora wants to be. He's more of a striker himself, so let's see what he has on the ground to get himself out of his position.
17 submissions on the resume of Ahmed Fares.
And you can see that that left shoulder of Fares just putting that pressure on the carotid artery of Mora.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. He's trained with the likes of the Egyptian zombie Islam Reda over
Mora's
the
doing
years.
well though. Mora's doing well to start recovering his guard.
A minute and change left here, and Mora just keeping in this fight and out of danger.
Yeah.
10 centimeters of extra reach to his advantage.
Fight's starting to look a bit like the sort of first half of the first round. Back to a similar sort of position and tempo to the fight. It'll be interesting to see if either one wants to take it to the ground.
I feel some confidence growing in Eduardo Mora. He knows he's got the power to lay down Ahmed.
Yeah.
Once again, a spinning back kick from El Toro.
And the interesting thing is, both on the feet and on the ground, both fighters have had moments of success. So both will be thinking, I can do something here. There's not a clear, gap in either position for fighters.
We talk about this being the 30th fight of Ahmed Fares. This is the 17th, 18th fight of Eduardo Mora's career. Both men highly experienced.
Oh, that's done! Straight left hand does it for Ahmed Fares.
30th fight, 22nd win of the career of the Prince of Ahmed Fares. What?
Mora back to his
a
feet, but somebody needs to keep an
knockdown.
eye on him. He is still wobbly on his feet.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's take one more look at this.
Look at this left hand.
Whoa.
Stepped straight through that shot. Watch his entire body turn over on it.
Boom.
Left heel turned out, left hip turned through, left shoulder forward, bang! Direct to target.
I think we're going to have a competition tonight for knockout of the night. That's our second most spectacular knockout we've seen here, and this is just our 5th fight of the night.
After
What
such
a performance.
such an evenly matched fight.
Do you think that Eduardo Mora was lulled into some confidence from success in the early rounds?
I'd say it was just a beautiful shot, to be honest with you. His guard was up. He knew it was coming. He knows he's in a fight. I mean, it was. Now, Ahmed does have this calm style to him, right? And he didn't really turn the speed up to that level, but he cranked it.
We saw it in the first round as well. Mora was moving a lot. Barras was sort of staying fairly quietly, waiting for his moment for that big shot, and Mora walked onto the end of it.
A man so well known for his submissions, in his 30th fight, pulls out his 5th knockout of his career. What a beautiful thing to see.
Well, we can see he's also got power in those hands.
Well, let's make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 1 minute 30 seconds of the second round, we have a winner by way of knockout from Egypt, Ahmed the Prince Fares.
Looking at the tail of the tape here.
33 to 45, a wealth of experience on the side of Ollie Thompson there. Reach advantage there for Junior Caranta.
And even you can just see from the number of fights between the two fighters here on the tail of the tape, obviously the experience favors Ollie Thompson.
We are going to get a second round out of this one. It would be disappointing if that one did end with a doctor stoppage, because Thompson is certainly in this fight.
This could create some urgency for Thompson because he knows he can't take too much. When the doctors look at that, he says, I got to get this done quick. So we could see a bit of a rush here from Ollie.
Yeah.
Do you think Ollie should go to ground or just go in with pure explosive power?
Well, you don't want those swellings on his eye to get worse, because they'll just make his vision, compromise his vision even worse. So maybe a bit of grappling might be the thing to do, and here we see it.
I'm impressed by the speed of Caranta for such a big man.
Yeah. No, I'd like to see Ollie shoot in for a takedown. Oh, and Caranta is the one who hits
goes
it.
down. That is surprising. And
well,
this, I think, is Junior Caranta wanting to test himself.
Yes, and I think, obviously,
it's going to open that cut right back up.
He knew that it would catch Ollie off guard, because Ollie's probably thinking, because he's having success on the feet. Ollie, if he shoots in, he'll catch him off guard.
Ollie looking to turn in on a single.
Yeah, he's got that half guard position.
We are seeing a much more rounded Junior Caranta than we've ever seen. Again, he had some 7 years off, came back with a 9-second win. We're in the second round now, guys, and we're seeing groundwork.
Yeah. I'm shocked. I didn't think we'd get this far.
But this is what you want to see from a heavyweight, especially one the size of Junior Caranta. He doesn't just pick you off with jabs. He can go to ground, and he's matching up with Ollie Thompson down there.
That's distracted by that thing on his leg.
That cut's definitely going to be opened up.
2 blue straps. I'm not sure what those are.
Jockstrap.
Is it? Yeah. There you go.
Well, Caranta now really going to work on the face of Ollie Thompson. And if he does make it to the end of this round, you've got to think the doctors will be taking a very close look at Thompson's face.
Caranta trying to pin that near arm of Ollie, looking for a crucifix. He's giving that up now.
This is smart and patient work from Caranta.
Yeah, Caranta's got that right underhook, control position. Ollie's getting that knee shield in between them to try and create a bit of space. Inverting a little bit.
Rolling for a knee.
Going for the knee. It's going to be hard, though, because
there's not a position Ollie Thompson hasn't been in his career.
Yeah. And now he's collapsing that hip, which is making it even harder to get that knee bar.
And Thompson keeping composed, trying to get into a mount or a side control position.
Yeah. If I was Thompson, I would have tried to keep that underhook of his left arm, because that'll give him an opportunity to try and, escape out the back door. But
use that leverage, get up on his right elbow.
Now his shoulders are pinned to the mat. It's very hard to move in that position.
We're entering the midway point of round number 2. It's all been Junior Caranta. He's born in Gothenburg, Sweden, to a Norwegian mother and a Gambian father. Very proud of his heritage, and we're seeing the warrior spirit here. This is a clever, clever fighter.
Yeah. Yeah, he's taking his time. He's not rushing. He's got the dominant position. He's not in a hurry.
Caranta's losses have come by submission and ground and pound, and you can see he's put the work in across the last 7 years to make sure that's not going to be the situation again.
Yeah.
And that's why I think perhaps he went for this position. He wanted to test himself and prove to himself he can do this.
Just under 2 minutes now left in round 2.
Nice little short elbows from Caranta there in that position. Pinning the neck with that forearm, just, you know, raising the elbow up slightly and dropping the elbow in.
When you're that size, you don't need too much distance to create a great deal of power and damage.
That weight, exactly.
Now he's opening up a little bit stronger here.
Huge hammer fist coming through, and Thompson.
See that knee shield from Thompson? I like that he's keeping that, because that can create a bit of space.
Yeah, he's lost it now.
And you just have to wonder, as I said earlier, if this one does get to the end of this round, what the doctors will make of the eye of Ollie Thompson. They weren't too happy at the end of round one. They're going to really hate it.
But I'll tell you this, Ollie Thompson's the one who's going to hate it the most. If they stop it because of a cut, he will be an angry man.
He's tough as old boots. He doesn't want this.
He'd literally fight without one arm.
Again, though, from a grappling position, Caranta's got everything where he wants it to be. He's got that underhook on the far side. He's pinning Thompson's shoulders to the mat. He's got the forearm across the neck, and it's just making it really difficult for Thompson to do anything.
You guys are experts on the ground. Is there anything more you want to see from Caranta in this position?
Not really. I mean, he's got him right where he wants him. He's starting to slowly move him over towards the cage wall as well, which just makes it even more difficult for Thompson to create any space to escape.
It does allow Thompson the use of the cage in order to stand up, though.
Apart from the damage, how much is this taking out of Ollie just having to defend?
Carrying his weight.
He's carrying his weight, and he can't breathe. If you're getting punched in the face, you're not taking a breath. But he's not wasting any energy. He's not making any futile attempts to stand up. Big right elbow
That's
there.
the moment. Okay. And straight into mount.
Final 10 seconds of this round. Ollie Thompson turns his back. He'll need to keep busy in these final few seconds.
Looking like
he's working his way. He's working his way up to his feet.
And we will see the end of round number 2. Now let's wait and see what the doctors say.
Thompson gives his opponent a pat on the back.
That was a veteran move as well from Thompson. I think he knew that punches were coming there, and he could possibly see Herb Dean stepping closer. He knew he had to move to not give Herb the opportunity to stop the fight.
Let's take a look at some of these replays. We were surprised here by the takedown from Junior Caranta,
yes.
but perhaps that's what he wanted. To test himself, the element of surprise.
Just the timing of it as well was great. Just as he threw that shot, he just got in under.
But guys, it paid off. He's got skills on the floor. He created a lot.
He had a whole round.
No.
Well, Herb Dean is waving this one off, I think, on request of the doctor. It's not what we as fans want to see. It's not what Ollie Thompson wants.
It's in the fighter's best interest.
But it is a great win for Junior Caranta, and it is saving Ollie Thompson to fight again another day.
Ollie Thompson protesting, politely protesting.
He would fight if his arm had come up. Ollie Thompson would still be protesting.
The well-being of the fighters has to come first.
Ollie Thompson is nothing to be ashamed of. He is tough as they come, and he still deserves the index.
The end of the second round, with Ollie Thompson unable to come out for the third and final round, we have a winner by way of TKO from Sweden, Junior Caranta.
We'll take a look at our tail of the tape. 2 years age difference, just a couple of centimeters in height, same on the weight. The only real thing we can hear is Sanchez has 5 centimeters less on the reach. Let's be honest, guys, these fighters are perfectly matched.
Yeah, absolutely. Close in age. All the other stats are pretty close. Like I said, all the noise again is around Akhtamov, but I want to see what Sanchez has as well.
Sanchez can march back, Mirko, towards the cage.
There's the uppercut again. That's finding home. Risky head movement and escapes by Mirko leaning back like that.
It can be only a matter of time. If you keep giving a guy an opportunity like that, he will eventually land the shot.
Ooh, liver shot. Liver shot. That took its toll. That landed hard. Sanchez is trying to put on a brave game face here.
Sanchez trying to cover up, looks for the takedown.
He'll get that. There it is.
He's given his neck.
Wow.
No,
that
I think he'll be okay.
shot.
His head's nicely at the... no, that's not as good a position to be in.
Mirko's...
He was wise to the Darce choke that Mirko was trying to set up, tucked his left elbow back. Mirko would be wise to stand here, give him some space and go back to that liver.
Yeah, Sanchez is hurting that liver shot.
His right arm's going to be hanging low.
I expect to see Sanchez shoot again pretty
There he goes, he tries to spin back kick to it.
He's coming to shot now any second.
Mirko knows Sanchez is hurt, still not quite recovered.
He found home on that.
He's breathing deeply.
Oh, he's going back for that liver shot again.
Yeah. Lovely stuff.
Mirko has invested in the body in this fight, and it is paying dividends.
Over 2 minutes left to go in this second round. That's going to be a very long 2 minutes for Adrian Sanchez.
Sanchez can't just keep eating them. I know he's blocking them, but
He's
that's
trying
still
to
going to
cover
hurt.
up as much as he can, but Mirko knows the target is on the ribs and liver of Adrian Sanchez. Oh,
Nice
big forearm. Mirko is finding his shots here.
Sanchez is tough, man.
He's South African. What do you expect?
Yeah.
As hurt as Sanchez is, he's still swinging, and he's still got stopping power.
90 seconds to go here.
Oh, this is where we're starting to see the pedigree of Akhtamov as well. He's staying very calm. He's not trying to rush it.
They've both got the war they wanted.
That cut now on Akhtamov is really starting to open up.
The longer this round's going, is that allowing Sanchez to recover from that brutal liver shot?
I don't think so, because he keeps going right back to that body. I don't think it's gotten a break.
As well.
A minute and change left as they go to ground. Mirko in the guard of Sanchez.
Cutman's going to have some work to do between rounds if we get there, guys.
Opening his guard. Needs to keep that foot on the hip just to create a bit of space. Oh no, he's coming up on a leg.
There's a lot of blood dripping down the chest of Adrian Sanchez, and I don't think it's his.
Mirko's going to look for that
Got
choke.
the neck, yeah.
Look at the blood dripping from the face of Mirko.
I think Mirko, he's slightly tired though. I'm surprised he's not attacking these submissions.
Do you think he went? You think he went too hard off the liver shot?
No, to the body again.
30 seconds left.
This.
Like to see some up kicks from Sanchez here.
I wouldn't want to let him off the hook here in the round.
Sanchez
controlling the hands. That's a good move from Sanchez there.
Sanchez being great.
But now he's going to need to kick off him and try and get up. Yeah. I just don't know if he has the energy for it right now.
10 seconds left.
Maybe he just wants to survive. Maybe just get through the round. That's what he's going to try and do.
Look, if this is a video game, each one of those body shots has taken his power level down.
Come on, let's go. Round 2 in the can. Wow. Let's see what the corners can do on the cut.
Yeah, and look at Akhtamov's face as well.
Because that cut was spitting blood throughout.
He's tired.
Yeah, both fighters look tired.
I don't blame him one bit.
It's a bit gritty, honestly.
This has been one of those fights that's absolutely redlining and pinging off the RPM limiter the entire time.
Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the second round. The liver shot was really the starting point of the uprise of Mirko.
There's been a lot of shots to the body here from Akhtamov on Sanchez. And you know, like you're saying, it's a compound effect. You keep going to that, it's going to start to pay off.
And if you've never been hit in the liver before, you cannot understand what that feels like. It is a system shutdown, buddy, in your body.
Like pressing the power button on your computer.
And is that something that Adrian can recover from in this break, or is he going to stay with him for the next 5 minutes?
It will be sensitive. Not going to be nearly as sensitive, but it will be sensitive.
Now the referee's looking, so the judge is looking at this. There's a lot of claret dripping down the face of Mirko. That's going to lead somewhat towards Adrian Sanchez, but again, it was a strong round for Mirko.
I would say it would be a strong round for Mirko on that one.
Sanchez is trying to say that the fight should be stopped because of the cut, or the fact that their weight taking so long to restart the fight.
I think he's protesting about the amount of time.
Yeah, because if you're not ready to start when the fight restarts,
but
it's a valid argument.
Not really. I mean, he gets the rest as well. It's the doctor's job.
Oh, I was just seeing a look at that cut. That's it.
Well, the fight is off. Adrian Sanchez gets the job done.
Oh, look at that cut.
The thing with cuts as well is that it's off to the side of your eye. Where it is, it's just going to go directly to the eye.
That's a 2 or 3 gash across the eyelid of Mirko. And look, that's not how he wants the fight to finish, but again, you've got to put fight to safety first. And let's be honest, that is a huge, huge victory for Adrian Sanchez.
Massive, massive.
Sanchez came here saying, I want to announce myself on the global stage. And he's just done that.
He has. I mean, like I said, a lot of people rightly so. Sanchez now has taken this opportunity and put his name in lights.
He came from Cape Town. This is his first international fight. He felt like he was on holiday, but I tell you what, he came here to work.
Yeah, and you have to feel for Akhtamov as well, because he was doing everything right, and these cuts, they can happen, it's unfortunate, and you know, you feel for them that his opportunity to take this win was taken away from him.
And it's tough to read, but I suppose you've got to think the damage was done by Sanchez, and it was enough for the doctor to say, you cannot continue. Sanchez earned the victory.
Yeah, you can see Akhtamov still wants to keep going, and his corners, as you can understand, completely devastated as well.
Mirko is a warrior, of course. He wants to continue, but once again, safety first. Let's make this one official as we hand over to Grant.
Ladies and gentlemen, with Mirafsil Akhtamov unable to come out for the third and final round due to a severe cut, we have a winner by way of doctor stoppage and TKO from South Africa, Adrian Rayo Sanchez.
Jakub Suleimanov against Nemo Fazil. 3 years in difference in age, a couple of inches in height, 5 centimeters for Jakub on the reach. Pretty evenly matched across the board. Well, here we go, round 2 underway here in Dubai. Coca-Cola Arena, 9-7-1.
I'm expecting in this round Suleimanov will try and get an early takedown and try and just grind him down in the round.
Instantly we're seeing Suleimanov just pushing the pace more than he was in round 1.
He needs to up the tempo a bit.
Yeah, that cage generalship does play into the judging.
For sure.
If somebody's pushing forward the entire time, it does influence.
And also as well, if wrestling is something you want to call upon, it makes it harder when you're in the center of the cage, because your opponent still has somewhere to move. At least if you get his back up towards the cage, like Khabib used to do, it makes that takedown a bit easier.
Yeah, you're kind of corralling them.
Interestingly, in this round, first one to strike is Jakub, who's much more on the counter in the opening round.
For sure. Now you can see Fazil switched the position where he's pushing Suleimanov towards the cage wall.
Jump knee offering there from Suleimanov. Just out of range.
Lots of movement here from Nemo Fazil.
What I'd like to see Suleimanov do is get Fazil into that sort of outer cage. So if you look at this sort of the markings on the inside of the cage, it's almost like an inner cage and an outer cage. Once he gets him into that sort of outer cage space, he's more likely to be able to get him, push him up against the wall and take him down.
Very nice two-piece just landed there for Suleimanov. Snap the head back of Fazil. Here goes the single leg.
Takedown.
Good sprawl.
That's the second time Fazil has stuffed the takedown.
He's going to grow in confidence from that as well.
One of the key pieces of Jakub Suleimanov's armory has been dispersed by Nemo Fazil.
That's impressive.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're a fighter who relies on your ground game so much and someone just stuffed 2 of your takedowns, is that going to knock the confidence?
Absolutely knock the confidence. It's going to make you have to rethink your entire game plan.
But that's what we see if these fighters are made of.
Mm-hmm.
See the left hook there. Do you see that little swelling in Fazil's eye there? Oh, big shot!
Big straight right just clips Nemo Fazil. He's hurt, but he's still in this fight. He's egging on Jakub.
Yeah, he's scared.
You just saw the chin twitch to one side of Nemo Fazil. He's still in this though. Got a chin of iron. Wow. 2.5 minutes left. We are halfway through this round and this fight.
He's got plenty of time to work here. He should take his time a little bit and pick the shots.
Yeah, I think Fazil's swinging those hooks just to push Suleimanov back so he can get a bit of a breather.
Fazil doesn't seem too phased by the strike he just took.
No,
that's
he's landing his
impressive.
own shots now.
Again, is that a little chink in the armor of Jakub Suleimanov? He's stuffed the takedowns. He's taken probably one of your best shots, and he's still coming forward.
Yeah, you're thinking, what do I got to do to this guy?
He said that Kurdistan fighters were built different, and we're seeing that right here.
He's backing up everything he said in the press conference.
Proud.
Yeah, you can talk that talk all you want, but clearly he can walk the walk.
And now he's pissing up Jakub. This is turning into a beautiful fight to watch here in Dubai.
Suleimanov still landing though, and it's going to add. Oof, that was
a labored.
There was no spice on that takedown whatsoever.
Yeah.
Is Jakob starting to gas here? We're just over midway through the fight.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, he has been circling, he has been backing up. And maybe, you know, those couple of shots that he went for that didn't, you know, he wasn't successful on, that might be getting into his head a bit.
Strikes are landing, but once again the steel chin of safe. Nemo Fazil is holding up. You can't let too many of those come through though.
Yeah. I think Suleimanov needs to circle out here, just get himself a bit of space.
Lovely combinations coming through from Fazil.
Definitely the most effective combination right there of the fight, I think, for Fazil.
Fazil feels he's growing in confidence. Some more spice on the takedown, but no way near enough.
He's not disguising those takedowns enough. He's just leading straight in, and it's making it easy to stop him. Space there for a knee.
Namo Fazil growing into this fight.
Not getting too overconfident as well, just hunting forward, stalking his opponent.
You can see the snap on Suleimanov's jab is kind of gone now as well.
Spinning the elbow.
Look at this.
Getting these guys fired up.
Crowd into this one here in Dubai. Coca-Cola Arena sold out. 971 Fighting Championship.
Center of the cage.
There was 20 grand for a knockout in the next 4 minutes.
I have never seen that in a promotion in my
and
life.
let's be honest, guys, that's a lot of money for anyone, particularly full-time fighters. That gets you through your next camp.
I can see you your next year living in Thailand.
Yeah, and I like that Munir kept that to himself. He didn't tell. I'm as shocked as anybody in this arena. He obviously didn't tell anybody else.
You did just ask me for a 20 grand loan.
Yeah. He was looking through your bag earlier.
But once again, it's Fazil here trying to push up Suleimanov.
Oh, there it is! There it is! Namo Fazil looking for the finish, and he's got it!
Scored 20 grand!
20 G's,
Fazil
baby!
has got 20 grand and a huge win here in Dubai!
Wow!
I don't know if it was the 20 grand, I don't know if it was the atmosphere, but Namo Fazil takes all the energy from this week.
I think the money
huge win.
I think the 20 grand definitely helped.
This arena is on its feet!
Wow, the medics paying attention here to Jakob Suleimanov.
Wow.
That was just not a knockout, that was a significant knockout. Let's take a look here. Suleimanov puts his head down, and it was a clipping left hand on the chin.
Yep, what it does is it slides that temporal mandibular joint over, pinches the nerve, and it just switches the button off.
And I tell you what, he followed up with a number of hammer fists. He was making sure that 20 grand check is firmly in his bank. At 1 minute 30 seconds of the second round, we have a winner by way of knockout from Kurdistan, Naimo Saif Fazil. Let's take a look at our tale of the tape for this contest. 5 years age difference. Wisdom Hamami, 5 years the younger. It says here only a centimetre difference in height. I'll be interested when they square up if that is the case. But look at this. Wisdom has 9 centimetres on the reach. And that's what I just mentioned. This guy has arms for days. Will that be pivotal for a man who's got 6 knockouts on his record?
Yeah, I mean, when you look at both of them here now, they both look long, rangy fighters. Well, I'll be interested to see what the striking battle will be like.
Constant building round, I think, after Jacob. What is the advice for Wisdom Hamami going into this round?
Stay smart, stay safe, keep your range long.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of things he did right in that first round, even if it didn't end the way he would like. So try and go back to what he was doing well and just not let it, be very wary of that Kimura trap system that Jacob's been using to escape from, body lock control and things like that. I think now Hamami's had 2 opportunities to see that. He needs to be aware of it next time.
With 6 KOs in his record, Wisdom perhaps wants to stay and use that extra length, but engaged just now.
Wisdom beautifully just ducked under.
Another trip again.
A spinning back fist.
I'm really a big fan of those trips from Hamami because I like any position where it's economizing with your energy and it's very efficient. Like there's no big trying to lift or suplex, anything like that. He's just small little trip, get him to the ground, control the position. Don't use up too much energy.
It's almost a
lands you in
replay
that
of
nice
the
position.
early moments of round 1. Once again, it was Wisdom went to the takedown, looks for the back, but look for Hatler fists to the choke.
Yeah, you can see he's reaching through. He's getting that Dagestani handcuff, as it's called. Little grip on the forearm.
Strikes are coming through after the beat to respond.
There's just more percussion on those shots.
I mean, there's not an ounce of fat on Wisdom.
This is what I was talking about earlier. See, he's hooking the back of his calf now.
Really lacing it through there and tying him up. Oh, that's
that
it.
is tight. Wisdom Amami goes for the choke. Can he put Arthur Jacob to sleep? Can he make him tap?
Can't see the position of his right hand.
I think the chin is creeping down into the elbow.
Is he hiding the grip behind his back, or is he out the rear naked? Oh yeah, he's got the grip hidden behind his back.
All the way to the Amami on the back of Arthur Jacob.
He's losing the hand fight by Jacob here, so he needs to work a bit harder. This could be over.
Oh, off the top.
9 lives, Arthur Jacob.
Yes.
Once again.
15 lives.
Doesn't back down. I said that
Right on
earlier.
the back. Right on the back he
Arthur
goes.
Jacob will not die.
I was wondering why he wasn't hand fighting there, because obviously there's something we couldn't see, and Jacob knew he'd be able to shook him off, and he did a great job of it.
Now, how much did that take out of Wisdom Hamami's arms? That long squeeze on the neck.
And his spirit as well.
And now again the tables are turned. Arthur Jacob takes the back with Wisdom Amami, all the weight riding down on Amami.
Yeah, making him carry his weight.
And Pantera just used a lot of energy. Arthur Jacob is a cyborg.
Real gamer, nice shot as well. Lovely takedown, inside trip there. Good head position as well, just pinning the shoulder, now he's getting up to the back.
It does look like a little bit of the gas tank winning. It was him right out the
Oh,
back
but
door.
Too high, yeah, he's got too high up on us. There's been some great exchange
Wisdom
in the back
Hamami,
as well.
be wise to pull out that knee base.
You see now as Hamami gets his left leg in, just get that hook, and then try and work the right leg in.
He's got 2 minutes left to work within this round. Driving some nice knees into the glutes and quads there.
The question is, Hamami must be asking himself now, how do you stop a cyborg? Because that's what he's fighting.
Looks like his strategy now is just to score some points in the judges' eyes.
Those strikes
try
are
down the
landing flushly.
Making Arthur wear his weight the entire time.
Yes,
That's exhausting just in itself.
for sure.
Jacob's managed to evade most of those strikes, but he is now in a dangerous position against the cage, nowhere to go.
That's an elbow there. Jacob obviously realizing he's getting tired, having him on top of his hip there, so he just switched the position.
Minute and change here in round 2.
He bided his time there. He almost played possum a little bit. Spun straight around. Ooh, big knee.
But once again, Jacob's back in this, lands a few flush blows to the face.
Jacob just doesn't go away, does he?
No.
Beautiful fight, and once again, even as a representative of 971 Gym, Wisdom Amami has been served a big challenge. We don't even know if he's passed it. Evan, I think you think he's done enough, but we're not the judges.
I think so, but either way, whichever way this decision goes, both fighters were taken into deep waters there, and this will help them in the long term. You have to go to trial by fire. You know, you got to go through these kind of fights if you want to look to bigger fights in future.
Real test for both men. But let's go to Grant and make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a fight! But after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards, and we have a unanimous decision in favor of your winner. From Tunisia, Wisdom Hamami!
Let's take a look at our tale of the tape. There's 8 years difference in age and 7 inches in height. This could be the key difference. Amina Ayub was very dominant in the first affair. What can Souza do with the physical and mental attributes he's got to pull one back?
Yeah.
Let's find out. They're happy to keep coming forward.
Yeah, I would like to see kind of Sousa just control that position and not get, you know, jumping for submissions like he was doing there, trying to spin around.
This hasn't been a whitewash by you whatsoever.
No, it's very intriguing, very entertaining. Ooh, that left elbow caught him. That left elbow caught him.
And Minayu with the hammer fist. Herb Dean looking closely, but the Brazilian.
That's over.
See a finish here.
That's over.
And Herb Dean's seen enough. Sousa comes forward.
Boom, right there. That elbow. And the uppercut to follow.
That was what got us the takedown. And then it was his hammer fist. Herb Dean in a great position. And Ayub looking at Herb, saying, hey, we got to finish this one. And Kyle completely right. Uppercut, knocked down. Sousa looked like he might still be in it, but the hammer fist really put the compound interest into that one.
When he looked away, that's not a good sign.
Herb Dean made the right decision. And then Ayub picks up his 5th fight victory.
At 2 minutes 36 seconds of the very first round, we have a winner by referee stoppage to ground and pound, and TKO from Tunisia, Amin Firstas Ayub.
Let's take a look at our tale of the tape. 5 years age difference, a couple of inches in height. Reach advantage is spot on, equally matched. This one, I've been looking forward to this one all night.
Here we go, round 2.
We see the striking on display that Carl you've talked about.
Let's find out. He's coming out in southpaw stance. He's probably going to work a little bit of outside calf kick. Going to keep his range. If he throws anything, it's going to be 1-2s or a corking right.
Can't discount how dangerous Suarez is, though.
No.
I mean, of all of his fights, he's had 6 KOs, 7 subs, and only 1 decision. So he knows how to finish a fight.
Double
nice takedown.
Effortless.
Textbook James Gallagher.
Very smooth. Stepping over that leg.
The beautiful thing, as James said, is everyone knows where I'm going to go. Come on, try and stop.
Yeah, they just can't do it. Try it sucks.
Gallagher taking his time again with the calmness around him.
Gallagher is looking now to escape that left leg. He might be able to jump towards the back.
We talked about the striking power of Fabricio. He's got 6 knockouts. He's also a black belt in jiu-jitsu. He's definitely not a slouch on the ground. Far from it.
No, definitely no slouch on the ground himself.
He's doing a good job keeping control of James's right arm there, which is preventing James from going exactly where he wants to go. But now he's going to take the back. Try to jump the back.
Suarez. Oof.
Into the mount. Does he have a head and arm?
Dangerous position.
Looked like he was thinking about a head and arm choke there. Big, heavy mount pressure there. He's got his legs laced underneath. We do a bit of ground and pound work here to open things up. Perhaps force Fabrizio to give this back.
James now some big, heavy hands coming through. I saw him earlier today about 1 o'clock, and he was doing a session, a medicine ball session. No days off for this guy.
Yeah, he said he wanted to just spike his nervous system up a little bit.
Oh, and spike in the face of Fabricio, sorry.
Sneaked in that mount. Suarez might look to try and walk off the cage wall just to try and get that extra bit of elevation to maybe sweep Gallagher, but easier said than done.
Good job by Suarez controlling that wrist, but now he's going to get the back. And this is where James Gallagher is at his best.
James just makes you pay wherever you go. You think you're getting something?
Well, he allows you to do it. He allows you to move. You know, it's out of the frying pan right into the fire.
How intelligent is he? How high is his fight IQ?
Extremely high.
You work with some of the best in the world. Where's he going to?
Honestly, not much. There's not much higher. As far as the jiu-jitsu game goes, absolutely astonishing.
Big cut on Suarez. His eye there as well.
Yeah, one of those little slicing elbows, perhaps.
Suarez still looking, you know, comfortable enough. It's obviously a very difficult position, but look, he'll step over the leg there to trap the arm of Suarez from Gallagher. His left leg, you can see, just pinching that left arm, which means it's a 2-arm versus 1 fight then. Suarez doing well to peel off that right leg, the hook that he was there, so he can start to turn his back towards the floor. There he goes, Gallagher sees that again. Still has that arm trapped. This is the walking on the wall I was talking about to get that elevation, but the position he's in there is going to be a lot harder to get out.
He's going to end up going belly down if he bursts off that, isn't he? Well, James will just follow his hips, I would imagine.
That's what I mean. He's already got the control, so he just follow him. You see that arm is still trapped with James' left leg, which means really for the battle for the neck, it's 2 hands versus 1. Sit back a little bit, he's a bit high up now. Suarez just
What do you think? I think he's going to attack that arm?
I think it might be hard. Let's see. You know how dangerous Gallagher is when it comes to submissions.
Final minute of this second round. If this goes to a third round, Carl, do you think James will be frustrated he hasn't finished that yet?
No, I think he's having fun. I really do. I think he's been out for a while. He wants to win. He wants to enjoy himself. Wants to put on a little bit of a grappling clinic and a show.
6 months since James Gallagher was last inside a cage.
I think with that place he is mentally now in his life, he's going to be happy.
Could see an armbar here.
His best. There it is. Took him a while. He set it up.
Suarez steps over. Now he's going to flatten his back. That takes so much power in your hips.
Tap.
But he got it.
The Strongmanimal is back. Welcome to the Jimmy Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 4 minutes 43 seconds of the second round, we have a winner by way of submission to armbar from Ireland, James the Strongmanimal Gallagher.
Let's look at our tail of the tape. Just 2 years in age difference between these two veterans. Height, weight, all similar, but reach there. Look at that. 11 centimetre advantage from Mari Jr. If these guys stand and bang, that could be telling. Much more determined Kane here early doors. Oh no! And Kane got caught there.
He's recovered. He's recovered. Little flash knockout, but the guillotine is there.
The neck's given up here. Kane scrambling.
Nice, the heartbreaker roll there from Kane.
Wow.
Kane Musa seeing some adversity here, but he's in a nice position.
Beautiful side control. I honestly, that was one of the best recoveries from the flash knockout I've ever seen in my life.
It'll take a truck to knock Kane Musa out. Now we're seeing some unusual to see here from Kane Musa, some groundwork. I'll be honest with you, he likes to just stand and bang, but
he's done loads around for this fight, though. I've seen him grinding in the grappling in the gym, and he's been rolling with James Gallagher.
Do you think that's one of the weaknesses in his game for Kane?
I would say not even a weakness, but it's just not something he paid as much attention to because he just didn't. I don't think he liked it, but he certainly put a lot of work in because he knew who he was fighting. You know, if you're going up against a guy who's got 75% submission rate, you're going to put the grappling rounds in.
Have you recovered from James' fight? You feel okay, Carl?
I am. I am. It was emotional.
Kane's waiting for Amari to respond to those feints, but I think Amari's waiting for Kane to throw something so he can catch him in the transition.
Bit of a stalemate there, but outside leg kick lands.
Nice shot.
Can Musa stuff this one?
The athleticism so far on this takedown defense is so impressive.
Different strings coming through here to Kane Musa's game.
Yeah, absolutely.
At 38 years old, it's nice to see how this man's evolving.
Here we are back to this clinch position.
Big heavy knees coming through from Kane.
Oh, that's horrible. You ever just got dead-legged by somebody?
Of course.
You might be sitting there watching at home and be like, what's you kneeing him in the leg? Well, it hurts. Go try it with one of your friends.
You ever walked into a playground, you've got a dead leg? And imagine 3 of those coming from a professional athlete.
He's much better at it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards and we have a unanimous decision in favor of your winner. From the United Kingdom, Kane, the Danger, Musa.
Let's take a look at our tail of the tape for our co-main event here at the Coca-Cola Arena in Dubai. 2 years age difference, 10 centimeters in height difference. The reach advantage, you can't quite see what Andre Gustos is, but at 190 centimeters, you've got to think Raymond has a lot of inches on him.
That reaches some secret info.
Well, here we go, round 2 here in our co-main event in Dubai. What a wonderful night it's been here.
Oof.
And it's a quick start here from Raymond.
Nice, that's a nice shot
The
there.
closest he's gotten.
Again.
Oh,
Wow.
my word.
Like we said, just because he shoots in doesn't mean it's going to be that easy to get him down.
Shooting on a Russian who's got the kind of ground skills that Raymond Magomedaliev has is a dangerous affair.
Yeah.
And he's ending up in this position, and that's a stiff knee to the ribs.
As we saw earlier, just because you train in a top gym doesn't always mean you're guaranteed to win, but it certainly helps.
Oh, leg lock attempt. Heel hook. Heel hook attempt. Good luck.
Oh, he's turned. It's going to make it more difficult there, especially his knee is past that hip line. So to finish that heel hook's very difficult.
Referee just saying those strikes to the back of their head there. Little pause of the action.
Asking the ref if it's okay.
Is it okay if I keep punching?
Yeah.
I think he's sitting on his head right now.
Punching between his legs, which is a unique move.
This is a very uncomfortable position for Andre Augusto.
Kimura grip. Certainly in a great position if he could just break that. That's
Yeah.
what he wanted.
That
It's
is
going to be hard to
it.
see a tap, though, there.
There it is. Tap.
Well, there we go. Raymond Magomedaliev gets it done early in round 2. 20-month layoff, but he is certainly back in fine form.
Well, we saw what Raymond has in his arsenal. Like we said, if Augusto can get the takedown, maybe he can get the submission, and it went the other way. So it just shows how versatile his opponent was.
Just take us through this sequence.
Yeah, I mean, this is an awkward position to end up in where he's sitting on his head almost, and he can't really get any elevation or press away because Magomedaliev has that leg hooked as well. Maybe if Augusto had gotten up on his right foot on his toes and tried to elevate, but that arm's already controlled, so just all that would happen was Magomedaliev would fall to his back maybe and could still have that grip. So it's establishing that Kimura grip makes it very difficult. And when Augusto's two hands together had been broken, that was pretty much it.
Like you're saying, though, that's not really a traditional position. That's almost the kind of case where the human body's a buffet.
Yeah.
Wherever you're standing, there's going to be something to eat. That was the Kimura on the menu.
Awkward position, yeah. I mean, as he was sat on top with that arm kind of sticking out, it was always an option there, which, as you can see, he took.
Well, let's take this one to Grant and make our co-main event official.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 1 minute 21 seconds of the second round, we have a winner by way of submission to Kimura from Russia, Raymond Magomedaliev.
Recent foray into karate combat from Mohamed Makhachev shows he's trying to put the work in his striking. Let's take a look at our tail of the tape. Mohamed's 6 years younger, couple of inches taller, and we looked at the reach. If that's correct, that is astronomical. 23 centimeters is the difference. The physical backing goes to Mohamed Makhachev, as does the experience, but never write off anyone here in mixed martial arts. Can Thomas Assis do something?
Introducing these two 971 warriors once again, fighting out of the blue corner. This fighter stands 168 centimeters tall. He weighed in at 61 kilograms. He has a record of 12 wins with just 2 losses. He represents Brazil. He is Thomas Assis. And fighting out of the red corner, this fighter stands 173 centimeters tall. He weighed in at 61.5 kilograms. He has a record of 14 wins with no losses. He represents Great Britain and Dagestan. He is Mohammed the Punisher Makhachev.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're gonna have a clean fight. Touch gloves. Let's do it.
Herb Dean will oversee our main event here in the ASEA very game, Mohamed Makayev. But not intimidated is Thomas Aziz as we begin our main event here at 9-7-1. Andy Shepard, Evan O'Reilly and Carl Keller on the call. Makayev in the black, Aziz in the black and red.
Fast start from Makayev.
Sprinting out of his corner,
Got
right?
across center.
This Makayev's second MMA fight since he left the UFC. And gone out to be brave and then that karate combat debut right here in Dubai.
Starting out with a big striking attack, even a spin kick.
Well, this is what people want to see from Mohamed Makayev.
He's trying to deliver right off the bat.
But again, I talked about it earlier about noise outside the cage. You know, you have to always remember what got you to the dance, and that's his superior grappling. So, you know, some fighters can tend to want to like lean into other things and show other skills, but I'd like to see him also go back to what he does well.
But Evan himself a little bit, you know.
But guys, if the UFC, one of the reasons they didn't re-sign him was because they didn't like his grappling heavy style. If he wants to get back there, does he need to show this?
Perhaps, but I mean, winning in dominant fashion is the main thing I think that he should be focused on, and then start to look at these other things. Because again, Thomas Aziz, he's not, you know, he's not just a sparring partner or a dummy in the ring just to be beaten up. He's a very dangerous fighter as well. So if Makayev starts to go away from his game just to keep other people happy, that could be a risky strategy as well.
Makayev reached the number 8 ranking in the UFC flyweight division. He's a special athlete, former IMAF champion.
So first clinch up of the fight. Nice knees from the clinch from Makayev.
Mohamed's been in great form all week. He's been here dealing with the media, dealing with the teams. Very relaxed. Looking forward to competing here in Dubai. It's his first time in mixed martial arts here.
He could have kept that down if he wanted to.
I suppose the danger of going to someone who is as experienced as Mohamed is perhaps opening yourself up for some counter-strikes, being in places you don't want to be.
It's a very dangerous place to be.
Mohamed's loading up on combinations.
Speed, shot.
Good work by his
That's what Aziz didn't want to do. He had a good whizzer position with that arm trapping Makayev's right arm, but he let that go, which opened his back.
good long hook all the way through, Evan.
There's no wasted motion from Makayev. Everything's efficient.
Very clean, very fat on those positions.
Born in Dagestan, moved to England at 12 years old. Wigan, tough place to be. Became a UK citizen in 2021. Very proud to represent both countries.
Lands the leg.
The neck.
Just transition to the side. Still coming back, so there's no point forcing it. You can just make some adjustments.
40 seconds. That's a lot of trying.
So many submissions. Bar, neck break. Any way you want to finish it. I like the way he's looking assist to the left leg. Because that's the leg he wants to try and stand up on or try and, you know, force Makayev. Oh, it's back. That looks tight. He's trying to find a way free here. Trying to rotate his body.
Not under the chin.
He's now controlling the one hand. Might try and pass it over his head so he can get his head more to the armpit. Makayev and start trying to establish some sort of escape.
Some nice defensive work here for us.
Yeah, he's trying to capture one of Makayev's hands and control that, because you know he'll need the two hands to finish a choke.
30 seconds left in this opening round. Swarming pressure to grab from Mohamed Makayev.
Control with the feet there. So high level. Using the leg to motivate the hips for exactly where he wants him to go.
Cease once again.
Yeah.
Great work bending the hands.
Yeah, and each time Makaev, shoots that hand under the neck, you can see Assis ever so slightly gets him off to one side, which makes it harder to finish.
And Thomas is going to see the second round against one of the very best. We talk about this being a showcase for fighters. And look, Thomas Assis, who wasn't really known before this, I think again doors will be opening for him. He's hanging well with Mohamed Makaev.
The best in the world is fighting here. But when you get two great grapplers like this, even the most simple positions and movements are very difficult to deliver.
Mohamed did talk about his style and some of the criticisms that's come his way from the grappling heavy, and he said, look, it takes two to dance. You've got to fight the opponent in front of you. You can't just stand and bang if that guy wants to go to ground. That's what we're seeing here. He's having to fight the opponent in front of him.
Now Assis here, time's kind of getting away from him in this round, and Makaev is just controlling, scoring his points, winning rounds by doing this kind of style. This is where Assis needs to get a bit busier.
Yeah, I'd like to see him get a bit busier on the feet. He has the edges. Anywhere, it's there.
5 seconds left in this second round. And I've got to say, a lot of people didn't think Thomas Assis would survive this long. Great experience for him, and he's more than hanging.
Yeah, great matchmaking.
Yeah, it's out the back. Several opponents dropped out in recent weeks from Mohamed. Munir kept finding opponents, and he searched quite literally the globe. He didn't just get any bag he could find. He found great, solid opponents. This guy's on an 11-fight win streak.
Just trying to see what Assis is trying to set up here. If he's trying to trap that arm, might suggest that he's going to look for a triangle, but then he's tree-vining those legs down deep, so it's going to be harder to get a high guard.
Well, gents, we're going to go to round 3 here in the fight. Do you think Mohamed will be frustrated he hasn't entered it this early?
Perhaps, but I mean, it's a very tough and durable opponent he's up against.
Makaev was pointing at his foot on the way over there.
Just take us through this sequence here.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's a few things going on here. Obviously, Assis on the neck, and I think this is where Makaev, did that little sit-out to get to the back. But we're just looking into the cage here.
Mohamed's got his foot on a stool.
A stool. I wonder if he's hurt his foot.
Yeah, he pointed at it on the way over.
Yeah.
He seemed to be shaking something out.
Broken toe, maybe.
And the ref, Herb Dean has been brought over to have a look.
I think Herb's just coming over to clean the water up.
Mohamed is not sitting down, he's got his foot on the stool.
Assis has been on his feet as well, waiting for this round to start, so he's ready to go.
Well, Mohamed's in the cage, he's bouncing on his feet, doesn't seem troubled.
No.
Perhaps it was just a little boo-boo.
Maybe he was pointing at saying, I'm going to kick him in the face.
Let's fight.
Third and final round here at the Coca-Cola Arena in Dubai. What a night it's been. What a chess match of a main event we are seeing.
Spinning back kick to the liver lands partially.
Now the striking from Mohamed Makaev comes into play.
Nice show of sportsmanship at the start of the round. Shows Makaev really respects the skills of Assis here.
You go 2 rounds with anybody, you're going to respect it, right? It's lovely to see.
Makaev doing what he does best here, getting the guys down, beating them up.
Back of the head warning there. And his opponent rubs the back of his head as an apology.
Keeps himself out of trouble.
Makaev just trying to find a way through the guard, trying to find himself a position. First minute gone in this final round.
So what you're seeing Assis doing is he's trapping the left arm, I think it is, Makaev there with an overhook, so we can then try and look to set up a triangle position, but I mean, not an easy thing to do, especially when they're slippery. If Makaev knows what he's doing there. Now he's just trying to flatten Makaev out. That's why he's starting to stand up now, so you can get a bit more
Tape's coming
leverage.
off the glove there of Makaev's glove. I wonder if they're going to feel that.
There's constant pressure from Mohamed.
Yes.
No stop, no rest, just
his signature.
smothering his opponent. But again, Thomas Assis hanging really well here. He's not winning, but he's in there. And I think a lot of people thought that for a relative unknown to come in here and hang with someone like Muhammad would be just an achievement, and he's more than done that. If he can see the bell, that is a significant achievement for Thomas Assis.
Actually, I was calling some fights last night. There was a kid who was 10-1, and the most notable thing out of that 10-1 was the fact that he went the distance. The one on his record was Muhammad Makayev, and we're like, he's lost, but it was Muhammad Makayev, and he went the distance.
When you have names on your CV, Kane Moose is an example there. Lost to the likes of Yakov Kasuba in recent fights. When you're at that level, you know, the L doesn't mean quite what the L would mean in another world.
It's got an asterisk next to it.
But again, is this going to open doors for like Thomas Assis to further his career? We hope so. But also, is this going to open doors for Muhammad? He's looking to impress, he's looking to build his resume, his fight IQ, the opportunities that will come his way. Hopefully more opportunities here at 971.
Makes you wonder as well what Assis could do with a full camp.
Very good point, Evan. 2 minutes to go here.
Munir has said he wants perhaps 2 more 971 events this year. I think both these guys will be very deserving of another run out, other opportunities.
Nice, we're starting to see Makayev open up here, but it could be a triangle. Defending it well, and now he's got that knee inside just to pin the leg.
Thomas is continuing.
Down it. There we go again. Makayev getting some look up. There we go. Swim that arm inside. Swim his right arm inside. Just to
He's not stressing. He's got the right arm through, so he's not too worried about it.
Yeah, but I think Hebner's just trying to get hold of that tape. They have to stop him.
Yeah, they're just waiting for the right time because Assis had a good position there. It'd be unfair to stop while he was, in that almost triangle position. Yeah.
Minute and change left in this fight. Muhammad Makayev looking to impress, and he has been impressive. A lot of pressure throughout, but Thomas Assis has been a worthy opponent here.
The only thing I'd say is Assis has been going for the one submission pretty much for the last 2 rounds. Switching almost between armbar setups and triangle setups, but Makayev has been wise to it all this time, so it makes you wonder what he thinks is going to be different.
I'm setting up a dart here.
Makayev just turning through the gears here. He's trying to find something with 45 seconds to go. He'd love to get a stoppage.
Looks like hard to see from this position. I'm not sure if he's got
his tightness. He's up in some knots.
Yeah, his head's in the way, so you can't see what kind of grip he's got on it.
Well, Herbean's got a great vantage point. He's not stopping it. He's not looking too concerned. 25 seconds left. Can Makayev get the finish?
Looks like he's got the lockdown. Yeah, his blood through, but the arm isn't quite straightened out there. Out.
Final 10 seconds of this fight. Can Muhammad Makayev pull something out of the bag? I think we're going to see the bell. Thomas Assis, strong finish.
Swinging here.
Very impressive. He just caught Muhammad. Firefight to finish here in Dubai.
Big finish. Makayev shooting just...
And we hear the bell.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Finish. Exciting finish. You're going to think Muhammad Makayev's going to get the nod, but let's all tip our hats to Thomas Assis, a relative unknown Brazilian who's coming here on a week's notice and more than held his own.
Look at that. Well, nice head kicks, but yeah, Thomas Assis, what a gamer.
Well, the round started off on the feet. Muhammad initiated the takedown, and there we stayed for the next 4 minutes. And it was very much a chess match.
100%. Yeah.
Muhammad on top for the majority, but again, Thomas was in there, defending, counter-attacking.
For sure, yeah, and from the bottom, which I'm guessing he was expecting to spend a lot of the fight in anyway, he was trying to trap that arm of Makayev to try and set up a triangle, which arguably maybe he tried to go for it too much, because clearly Makayev had the answer for it. That's how we found ourselves at the end of the fight. I think Assis, the best moments he had in the fight were at the end, where he just threw hell for leather.
Whatever Thomas Assis does next, he's just gone 3 rounds with one of the very best flyweights in the world. That is experience you cannot buy. What will be next for Thomas Assis? What will be next for Muhammad Makayev? 3 hard rounds for that man there.
Well, Assis still looks quite fresh walking around in the cage there, so I mean, for short nose, this guy's obviously in great shape.
Well, we think that we know the result, but there's only one man who has got the result. Let's make this one official. Let's go over to Grant Waterman.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action in our main event here at 971 Fighting Championship, we go to the judges' scorecards. And we have a unanimous decision in favor of your winner. And still unbeaten from Dagestan via Great Britain, Mohammed the Punisher Mokaye.
Thank you for joining us here for the highlights from 971 FC. Make sure you check out our social media for news on the next event. We'll see you soon.